So let's move on from this. The summer movie season this year has been, I'd say, bad.
Pretty dull.
It's been bad, and I don't know the account Avengers. Because the Avengers came out in April, right? I mean, the April.
Technically, if you're looking at months, no. But we're in that.
By definition, it's a summer blockbuster.
Yes. It kind of kicked it off.
Because April.
I don't get that though, because summer doesn't start until June 21st, right?
Yeah, but the summer season.
No, so when does summer season start?
Usually, traditionally, it was beginning of May.
Well, here's
usually
the
when
thing.
the summer.
So no.
April on the East Coast.
Well, no, but it's changed. It's changed through Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious a few years ago changed it, like the big block, because it was always about in April the biggest movie that came out had a budget of like $60
Men in
million.
Black should have come out in April. But because
Men in Black had a big budget.
That's true.
Like it's what I read about Dark Phoenix, by the way. Dark Phoenix was not supposed to be
a summer blockbuster.
Not at all.
Yeah, it was going to be like November, right?
February.
February?
It
That's
wanted
right.
to be a smaller movie. Because
What was I Spit on Your Grave?
It's a horror movie, but the movie itself, the Dark Phoenix, it was built for, because if you look at this, there's action in it, the big beginning and the end, but it's really built more for a kind of smaller film field.
Yeah.
It's still big. It's a big movie, but it wasn't meant for the summer blockbuster. And that was one of the big things that it got pushed a couple different times, and they wanted it to come out in the middle of summer season, which was a bad move. But let's go back up to the beginning here of May. All right, so May is right there. The first one was The Intruder and like Long Shot. The Intruder and Long Shot. Long Shot was a very good movie from what everyone was saying.
Loved it,
but it didn't.
I can't believe you haven't seen it. You'd love it.
I'm waiting for the
would.
Blu-ray. It's coming out. I can't wait to see it. But at Ugly Dolls, Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. These are, again, even though Long Shot was a great movie, right? We're talking about summer big blockbuster movies of what we've had in the past. Long Shot is a movie that just works all year round, right? And it's not like one of those movies where everyone's talking about.
Half of it takes place in the wintertime, for Christ's sake.
Right, but I mean, you can, a lot of those movies. It doesn't matter exactly when it takes place, as much as like you feel. Why are you going to the movies in the summer? Shove popcorn in your face, watch some spectacle, and
Light the place on fire.
Yeah, Pokemon did, I guess, good for a kids movie too. Cody, what was the budget? Not the budget. What was the final take on that?
Pretty well. It did over $100 million domestic.
Right, and for that audience, it does very well, but it's still not mega huge hit that everyone's talking about.
Totally.
You go back.
You guys are missing out.
140 worldwide.
Well, 421 worldwide though.
421.
That's
pretty damn
pretty
good.
good. Domestic, it did. I mean, so Pokemon, we'd say was probably a hit of the summer, but still not. It didn't get that kind of buzz of like everyone talking about it.
It's a vibe thing. I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Even if we go through this and there's more hits than I realize, it just has felt like a weak summer.
It's almost July, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's not.
all I remember is Endgame, and like
That's right. Like,
steamrolled.
Back when summer movies were really popping, it was like every couple of weeks. Oh, now here's the big one we got to see.
Dude.
Now here's the big one we got to
Do
see.
you remember the summer of Independence Day? How like that movie changed that entire summer. I went to the theaters to see Independence Day 3 times.
It was a big event.
Yeah.
And we had that.
Same.
We've only had
Aladdin.
one big. But it didn't even though Aladdin is going to your point exactly.
Totally.
Aladdin's almost made $1 billion, right? It's a quiet $1 billion, which is crazy.
I'm hearing nobody talk about
Nobody's
it.
talking about it. Which is, and again, you need to come over to my house. That's all we do all day long. The kids running around this morning listening. Again, now my 1.5-year-old is going, Abu, Abu. Yeah, exactly. But that's, I think your point before, Roxy, was spot on. It's just it's a hush.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
So there's what else? Keep going. John Wick.
John Wick
was a
hit.
That's
And
one.
good.
That's a good movie that I think.
That's
again,
been my favorite movie of the summers.
I love movies.
Yeah, I'm glad that you do, Keanu. A Dog's
I
Journey.
love movies.
I know you said that already though.
Booksmart,
Gosh,
so good.
I love movies.
Okay.
Now
Keanu.
you're repeating yourself. more.
Jesus.
I love watching them.
Okay.
What else are you
And
gonna do
I
with
love
them?
making them.
Okay.
Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear
that
that.
makes sense. He's an actor.
Yeah. Again, Aladdin, huge hit. Not a lot of buzz behind it, which is crazy.
Can one of you guys please try a slice of this? It's
No.
so
Not
good.
right now.
Derek?
Wait, can I tell a
Yeah.
really quick story? Like
And
10
Godzilla.
seconds. Godzilla.
Christian,
fart
you just
box.
got mad at me for
Love
the first
Godzilla.
time ever. That was so real.
No.
Hush, not
Not right
now. Rox, not right now.
Real quick. You guys know candy apples, obviously?
Yeah.
That's how I lost my two front teeth.
Well, that's a caramel.
Baby teeth.
Candy is really hard. That's the red shiny
Yeah,
one.
bit into the candy apple, pulled it out. Both my teeth were stuck in the apple.
Oh, that's fun.
Do you think if it hadn't been your baby teeth, they would come out?
Probably too.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocket Man, good movie, no buzz.
No.
Ma, a lot of people liked
Dude,
it.
the
No buzz.
Rocket Man had such little buzz that I didn't know it was out.
I remember yesterday.
2 weeks after, yeah.
Keep going, guys. So now we get to. I mean,
Always Be My Maybe had more buzz than half
Yeah.
of those, and that was Netflix.
Secret Life of Pets 2. Again, it was.
Yeah, I haven't been hearing anything.
Men in Black.
Carrie said Late
gone.
Night was fantastic. I've seen
Yeah.
like 2
Heard
billboards.
no one's
Well,
talking
I
about
have
it.
not heard a single person
No.
say anything about Late Night.
neither.
That's out?
It's out.
Yeah, it's out. It came out last weekend. No one's talking about it. Toy Story 4 will be big. Toy
Yep.
Story 4 will be
We're
big.
going tonight, Christian.
We are going tonight. Child's Play will
Enjoy.
come and go. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys.
Unfortunately, not
yesterday-
because I'm a fan, but because I really liked our guy that came in.
Yeah, he was
Gabriel
good too.
Bateman.
Spider-Man will be. We just talked about it. Spider-Man will be, and because it's connected to Endgame, so that'll be a huge hit. I'm rooting for Stuber,
Me
but I
too.
can't imagine that's
Me
going to
too.
be a big
Yeah,
hit.
unless it becomes like a
Yeah.
21 Jump Street or one of those movies
Right.
that really hit with the comedy.
Now, Lion King, we know is going to make a shit ton of money. Is Lion King going to have the same type of thing that Aladdin had? You know, like to where, once again, almost $1 billion made with people just kind of seeing it, but not really raving
I
about it.
kind of think that Lion King's going to have more buzz around it.
Yeah, I think so.
because all of the names that are in it. I mean, the amount of A-list celebrities in that movie is unreal. B, I think Lion King is the biggest moneymaker for Disney that they've ever had.
Animated ones, you mean?
Yeah, I think with
It's up there.
French marketing and merchandise.
Merchandising.
You got it.
You know, when you just can't think of a word. So I think it will have more buzz.
I think you're
but
right.
I'm not saying it will make infinitely more money, but more
No,
word.
it'll add. I think it'll add to the buzz of the summer for sure. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood could do it.
That's the one,
Yeah.
right? I think
Yeah.
we're all very looking forward to
But
that.
Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw could do it too. First, I mean,
I'm psyched for
Hobbs
that.
and Shaw, me too. Hobbs and Shaw could do it. I think that could probably, you look at Lion King, you're looking at Fast and Furious, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Those are a couple ones that I think people.
I'm really excited for The Kitchen, too.
Are you?
Which one is
Yeah,
that?
The Kitchen's the DC
Yeah.
one, the Vertigo franchise with
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and
Wait, that's
Elizabeth
actually
Moss.
like
like
the
a
trailer?
graphic novel?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you like the trailer, Roxy?
I loved the trailer.
Yeah, the
It
trailer
looks
was great.
so badass. It looks like, what was that movie I didn't love? Widows. It looks
Right.
like that, but like I'll love it.
But I think that's
was a
something-
great trailer.
Well, that's something to make clear. Also, I think there's a lot of movies that we haven't even mentioned that we could be looking forward to, and that will be good. For example, Long Shot, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about.
Or The Farewell on there. Did you
Yeah.
see that trailer?
No, but I'm talking if you
looked
go
awesome.
back and you just think about what summers have been in the past, summer movies have been in the past. This just seems like a very kind of like a, couple
If it
movies.
wasn't for Disney, what would it be?
Well, I mean, you got Fast and Furious for sure. You got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There's a few. I think the one Sony is Spider-Man.
Warner
That's
Brothers
true,
is-
but Disney is providing us with, if we're counting Endgame, Aladdin, Lion King. I mean, they've got some of the
Spider-Man.
biggest.
I mean, even though it's Sony,
I
I would
guess
say more Sony than Disney on
Yeah.
that one because you include Marvel on that, but I think it's
Gotcha.
more Sony.
Okay.
So
Did you guys? So last night I was watching The Bachelorette in the trailer for Racing in the Rain.
I can't wait for that movie.
The Art of Racing in the Rain.
Really?
Why did you read
Oh,
that book?
The book is
yeah, I did see that.
one of the best books I've ever read. It's up there.
What's the difference between that and Dog's Purpose? What's the same?
I don't know, but
this one
sold
is
me.
more. It's not the dog doesn't come back. It's really just a story about
It's like Marley and
family.
Me,
It's
right?
kind of like Marley and
What's
Me,
the
but
producer
it's
of? Yeah.
but it's not as sad.
Okay.
An ending. It's really a life lesson. It's really a story about a guy and his dog. And
You know who does the voice,
family
right?
and Kevin Costner.
Yeah,
yeah.
We were watching it last night.
Perfect.
My wife goes, "Is that Jeff Bridges?" And we're like thinking about it. I was like, "No, it's not gritty enough to be, but it's still got like a little bit of grizzle." And
Yeah.
it was Costner.
He's making
Enzo.
rounds. He was on Rich Eisen and he was on Dan Patrick, and I was thinking to myself, like, when are we going to get to that level where we get Kevin Costner in here? Because he's promoting Yellowstone, which is coming
Right.
out on Paramount
Right.
Network in a couple weeks. Season 1 of Yellowstone I just started.
I
I'm
hear it's
enjoying it.
amazing. I
Yeah.
never watched it,
Yeah.
If you like
Brian Tyler does the music.
Yeah.
but Paramount Network was
old Spike.
the old Spike, and but they have Bar Rescue and stuff like that,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So
Ugh, I
that
love
is there
Bar
a new
Rescue.
thing? Are they trying to get more into?
No, so they've had some original
Alicia
series.
Silverstone show.
Yeah.
Did that come and go?
No, it's Younger, I believe it's. No. Yeah,
Younger is Alicia Silverstone's.
No, that's Hillary Duff.
You know, Alicia Silverstone had a show that was on the Paramount
Really?
Network.
I missed it.
Younger is Freeform or something, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Can you
might
look
be
at
right.
put Alicia Silverstone Paramount Network show?
They had this other show called Nobodies, which was produced by Melissa McCarthy, that was absolutely hysterical. 2 seasons of UCB or
American Woman. Is the name of the show.
American Woman. I didn't watch that.
Yeah.
But, Yellowstone is one of their bigger shows. They were supposed to have that Heathers
TV Land was
reboot.
younger.
TV Land, thank you.
What happened to Heathers?
It went through like a bunch of script turnarounds. Then like half of the show had to do with a school shooting.
Oh, it's really good.
And they got
Yeah.
rid of it.
It's so challenging these days you want to be topical, you want to put in things that are relevant, but then it's happened with what was
13
it,
Reasons.
Punisher?
Punisher,
or,
too.
Right. Let's get back to the summer movies. So we have the Fast and Furious. That'll probably be a bigger one for sure.
Yeah.
You missed Dora. Also,
You think Dora could pop?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
I-
it has a good fan base. So.
I don't think it's looking particularly good, but I
Right.
think that the fan base is there. I don't understand why Dora's so old. It's a bizarre choice to me, but yeah, I do think it could do really well.
Probably they want.
Swiper, no
She's like
swiping,
20.
In
Yeah.
the thing,
Yeah,
she-
yeah.
But
and in the actual
probably
show, I think she's
expensive.
like 8.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably expensive though too to have a little
kid?
kid. Yeah,
It's a girl that we really like, though.
It's a girl from that movie from the Mark Wahlberg
Sicario
one.
and
Instant
yeah,
Family.
Instant Family.
All right, so keep going. Let's see what else. Go back.
Isabel
so
Moner.
now we have Angry Birds
Good
movie,
Boys.
Good Boys, Informer, and
by
My
the
Spy. I mean, I look. It's like nothing. Blinded by the Light.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
Keep going. Nothing.
Playmobil,
it's
the
nothing
movie.
like huge.
It chapter 2 is going
It
to
chap-
round out
well,
this.
that's but no. Chapter 2 isn't until October.
No, it's September.
September, right? So that season's done already.
Yeah,
at that
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Rambo.
So go back. Yeah, so it's still September. Go back.
So
up.
you think September is not summer season?
It's not? It ends at the end of August. So
Yeah.
And this is Christian Harloff, or this
no,
is
no. That's nothing to do with me. This is always the way that it's been for.
Yeah,
for
but
summer
who says
season.
who?
Studio systems, the way that
You're
the
saying
industry in general.
they're now saying it's April to August.
No.
Once
It's
the kids
still-
are in
it's still
school,
ranked,
summer's
it's
over.
still ranked like when Entertainment Weekly and everybody does their summer movie previews and everything. It's always covered from May to August. It's
Yeah.
just
Because I
always-
thought Memorial Day weekend, Labor Day weekend, it was the last, which is the first week of September, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
always-
call it kind of like the last hurrah for summer for like us, for like work
but
and
the way,
stuff.
But the way that it's always been, like even when I was working at Warner Brothers for those years, they would always kind of look at the summers from beginning of May until the end of August. And the way that it always usually went was the first week of May was will probably be one of the biggest movies of summer.
Yeah.
So
July
Star Wars.
4th was always a huge one for sure. And then the first week of August would be like the last hurrah of the good ones. And then
Yeah.
they start kind of dumping stuff in the
Because
last
September,
couple.
was always the dumping
ground.
ground.
January and September are usually the dumping grounds, but there's so many big movies now because of streaming services too. A lot of the smaller movies land on the streaming services. That the big movies, there's so many that land in
What's happening?
I have this
just
visual.
laughing.
You get like dumping grounds, and I just see like a big open field of people taking dumps.
All right.
Sorry, I
Okay,
apologize.
with you.
That's a
You took the
that's
fruit.
a vision.
What did the people look like when you're
They're
picturing
just, they're
them?
just sitting there pooping.
Men, women,
Yeah,
all
all-
ages.
everybody.
Whoever it is, they come in, they
It's
do
the
their
dumping
thing, and they
grounds.
go.
Yeah, this is a good
In,
place.
in an apocalyptic future, there's only one place to poop, and it's on the dumping ground.
I think about this all the time when people used to just go take their dresses and piss in the corner.
Yeah.
Like, what the actual fuck?
Yep. Totally.
Don't piss in the corner.
Don't, yeah. Hey, Mary Beth, don't piss in the corner. It's 1774. I can do what I want.
Fuck you!
Okay.
Not piss in the corner, magic. It will
nothing
go
there.
away.
Roxy's playing. There was nothing there before. Now there's a shit. Fuck you! It's an illusion.
Did you guys ever go to like Monticello or George Washington's house, like when you were kids growing up and go on those tours and
You
stuff?
used to hang out with George all the time.
Yeah, it's a good guy. They never took showers back then. They never like bathed, so they would carry around these things called tussy mussies, which were just potpourri, and they'd put them in their nose. So that's what they smelled because everybody else smelled so bad.
Can I tell you
Why
that
don't you just wash yourself?
I was not born to be in that time.
No.
I have the worst BO ever when I have BO.
So maybe this is you. Maybe this
It's
is you
not.
stinking.
No,
up the
because
studio.
I'm so conscious of it.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm a very self-aware person for all my flaws and faults. I'm pretty self-aware. I spend an extra 30 minutes in the morning making sure I smell okay because if I do not, woof.
Do you think, as a friend, that
You should let somebody know.
yeah,
Yes, definitely. Why?
Yeah.
Do you have something to tell me?
it's hard, right?
It's tough because there was somebody
Okay.
that
I mean,
we
once or twice, but-
worked with not too long ago, and we had, it was bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do we say something?
It's hard.
And we did, and it broke the person's heart.
It really did.
And, but they were like,
I know who you're talking about.
It doesn't matter. And said, I smell.
No.
And it said,
I know, we all did.
Yeah.
And, I said, and the person said, I smell bad. Maybe some gum.
Yeah.
Here's some gum.
Yeah.
And you know, it feels like
hurts.
a dick.
Yeah.
You feel like
It
a
does.
dick, and it's like it's like you just gotta deal with it. Just gotta deal with
I
it.
grew up with a kid with halitosis.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to guess. I have a pen in my right hand or my left hand. Which one is that?
Right.
What's that? Which one? You sure?
Right.
You think it's on the right? Left. Fuck you.
Magic!
It's
Wasn't
It's
it
an
right?
illusion. Fuck you.
Illusion! Fuck yeah!
I'm fooling
This is
you.
my
You don't
favorite
like
new
it.
bit. It's so
It's
good.
so good. Anyway, all right. So that's it. That's the summer movie. Like, look, what do we hit? We had like 3 or 4 movies that could potentially
Yeah,
Hobbs and Shaw,
it's-
Lion King,
What?
Spider-Man, and Dora.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
And Once Upon a
Once
Time.
Upon a
in Hollywood.
Time.
I mean, that's all you really got left. And it's still, that's not like the back in the day. We're like, and then this is coming out, and this is coming
That's what I was
out.
going to say. Well, do you remember
Yeah.
like some good summers? I pulled up a list if you wanted
Give me
to.
some.
to-
Yeah,
let's do it.
just-
Let's do
It's
it.
like okay, so this is on Den of Geek. It's according to Rotten Tomatoes. So. Summer 2011 is at number 10.
What do we have?
The Help, Bridesmaids, Harry Potter, Deathly Hallows Part 2,
Right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Midnight in Paris, X-Men First Class, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
This is all May?
This is all summer 2011.
Okay.
Yeah. Hangover Part 2, Thor,
Look at that.
Beginners, Green Lantern,
Whoa.
Cars 2. Green Lantern's not
But it was still a big.
But
That's
it's
still a big
it's-
movie.
It went up stinking up the joint, but it was still a big
Yeah.
movie.
But I feel like that's what you could say this about this summer too. You could name all the movies if we had done it before we actually saw
But
them.
there was excitement for Green Lantern is the difference.
Yeah.
So there was excitement
But-
for it. There's not a lot of excitement for a lot of these
Captain
movies.
America First Avenger,
Right.
2011,
This
and
is
Crazy
crazy.
Stupid Love, which is that's one of my favorite
Yeah.
romantic comedies.
It's one of
Hor-
mine too. I've seen it
So
4,000
good.
That's a
times.
big
I
Horrible
own it.
Bosses was in there too.
Horrible
Jeez,
Bosses is
dude,
great.
That's
I
mean,
don't
right
know.
away.
This summer is similar, guys.
All right.
I see. I don't know.
Then going down the list at number 9, Summer 1979, Amityville Horror, Apocalypse Now, Alien, The Muppet Movie, Life of Brian, Breaking Away, Phantasm, Rocky 2, Moonraker, Escape from Alcatraz.
Rocky too.
All right, number 8, Summer 1989.
Ooh, here we go, baby.
Here we go.
Batman.
Batman, When Harry Met Sally.
Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do the Right Thing.
Whoa.
Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yes.
Roadhouse.
Oh,
Come on.
shit.
Dead Poet Society.
Damn.
Weekend of Bernie's.
Yeah, man.
License to Kill. Parenthood. Love that movie. And The Abyss, which is
Abyss.
a phenomenal movie. Summer 1981. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Superman 2. Arthur. Oh, yes, Arthur.
Superman 2 was 81?
yeah.
I thought it was 82.
Yeah, it says Superman 2.
I believe you.
An American Werewolf in London, Escape from New York, Dragon Slayer, Blowout, Clash of the Titans, Great Muppet Caper, and Heavy Metal.
Okay.
Summer 2002.
Oh, okay.
Spider-Man, Minority Report, Bourne Identity, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, Signs, Lilo and Stitch, About a Boy, Insomnia,
And this
Men in
is
Black
from May.
2.
So this is from May. So Endgame would not count in this.
The Kid Stays in Picture.
Endgame.
Triple
we're,
X.
We're going May
Miss
to
Triple
August.
X.
Okay,
No, but you told me not.
okay,
What's
number
that?
You said April now.
No, I think that April.
You said
fe-
it.
I said.
I mean, I
April
think
they're
feels,
putting
but
it
doesn't
there,
count.
but
Doesn't
yeah.
count.
You said it.
No, I didn't.
I would count it
It's an
personally.
illusion!
Thank you.
It's an
Fuck
illusion.
yeah!
In my mind, I count it because it starts. It kicks it off.
It certainly feels like the big summer, but traditionally, if
Traditionally,
you go
yes.
traditionally from May to August, we're looking at it
Okay.
doesn't count.
Number 5, Summer 1977. Obviously, Star Wars. Smoking the Bandit, The Kentucky Fried Movie, Sorcerer, Suspiria, The Spy Who Loved Me, The Hills Have Eyes, The Rescuers.
Just think you.
Summer 2015.
What's this? Yes.
Inside Out, Straight Outta Compton, Mad Max Fury Road, Trainwreck, Spy, Entourage, Love and Mercy, Jurassic World, Minions, Magic Mike XXL.
It's a big summer.
Amy, Tangerine, Ant-Man, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Wow, that's
Fantastic.
a big summer.
Yeah.
But it's the
But
same
people
thing.
are wanting that.
People
yeah.
want, and
they
there's
wanted
a-
to see it. At
It's
least.
still not really though, because it bombed. It bombed pretty bad.
People wanted to see it because it was a reboot of Fantastic Four.
Right.
Then they heard it stunk.
Right.
And it
but
was,
you can understand why it landed in summer. It just happened to be a shit bomb.
This is personally one of my favorites all time.
What?
Summer, that is. 1984. You know this.
Temple of Doom.
Ghostbusters, Gremlins, Karate Kid, Purple Rain, Revenge of the Nerds, Red Dawn, Last Starfighter, 16 Candles, Never-Ending Story,
Damn.
Once Upon a Time in America, and Indiana Jones and the Temple of
That's a
Doom.
big summer.
That's a huge summer.
big
And then summer 2008 is another huge one.
What do you got?
Dark Knight, Wall-E, Sex and the
Hangover
City, Iron Man, Tropic Thunder, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom, The Crystal Skull,
Whatever.
The Strangers, Kung Fu Panda, Incredible Hulk, Wanted, Mamma Mia, Hellboy 2, Golden Army, Man on Wire, Step Brothers, and Pineapple Express.
It's a good funny summer.
And this is probably it's number one for a reason.
and
This
when-
is my favorite.
And when you look at that afterwards, because that's and before you even knew that a lot of those movies were coming out and what they were, right?
Yeah.
Like you look at it afterwards and what they produced, because they produced buzz afterwards because they were so good. These
Yeah.
movies come out, you might get hype beforehand when you get excited for it, but then after they come out, it's like
this is the number one according to Rotten Tomatoes. Summer of 1982. E.T., an officer and a gentleman. Star Trek II. Tron, Blade Runner, The Road Warrior, The Thing, Poltergeist, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Conan the Barbarian, The Beastmaster, and The Secret of Nim.
That's an epic year.
That's a good
2019.
Yeah.
And now think about this.
Yeah.
Endgame, Long Shot, Pokemon.
take Endgame out, start with Long Shot.
You're making up your own rules.
No,
I'm playing by my rules. I'm playing my game right now. We're playing my game.
This is not the game.
My
This is
game.
The game.
I'm
we're
playing
talking
my
about,
game.
But we're talking about summer.
Oh my God,
Summer
you are
season.
the worst sometimes.
The summer season.
Long Shot, Pokemon, John Wick, Aladdin, Godzilla, Rocketman, Dark Phoenix, Secret Life of Pets, Men in Black, Child's Play, Toy Story 4, Annabelle, Spider-Man, Lion King, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Dora the Explorer, Fast and the Furious. That's a crazy lineup.
I would take it. So start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Endgame.
No, not that one. Start from the
I
beginning.
can't tell if you're messing with me now.
Don't start
from
from
your
the-
beginning.
Start from the traditional summer studio beginning.
So
yes.
the way that they were saying
May
there's
to
Pineapple
August.
Express, I'm saying Long Shot because now that we've seen it,
That's what I'm saying.
Long
So
Shot.
But Long Shot, all these other Long Shot is a movie. I guess because it came out and it did. How did it do? It did pretty well. How did it do?
Critically, I think it's slayed.
Slade.
Critically, it's late. But how did it do overall box
Box
office?
office. I would say probably around 60 million.
I don't know. How did
think
some
it
of those
did
other
well.
comedies do?
I mean, Hangover was like $200 million, $300 million. Let's see, Long Shot. It
30 million.
No,
45 wide.
Worldwide.
Okay.
Endgame, Long Shot,
Pokemon.
John Wick,
Oh, okay.
Aladdin,
Still.
Godzilla,
4.
Rocket
Love
Man.
Godzilla.
I wouldn't count Rocketman. I don't think. 4.
I'm saying, knowing that these movies are, you don't think that counts as a big movie coming out?
Not as a big summer movie. No, normally that movie would come out in like February, March,
After
April.
Bohemian Rhapsody and what it was able to do,
I
you
understand
don't
why
think
they
Rocket
put
Man?
it. But I would. I
Dark
wouldn't put it as
Phoenix.
yeah, I'd put that in there.
Secret Life of Pets, too.
Yeah, 6,
Men in Black.
7,
Child's Play. Toy Story 4.
8.
Annabelle.
No,
Spider-Man.
9.
Lion King.
10.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's Tarantino. So
Dora.
That's a tougher one, but I don't know.
Fast and the Furious.
12. So there's about 12 in there.
There's a lot of movies
There's
that
about
would be
12 in there.
huge movies.
And you would think by name that it would carry over.
I'm just saying that I agree with you. Now that we're halfway through the summer,
Right.
And not half, but halfway through this season, I'm like, what? Where
Yeah,
is? But on paper, we had a stacked summer.
I think that when you look at because we've talked about it before. When it looked like it was lining up to be something good. It's just been so meh.
Meh, I agree.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest thing.
I think the meh being the reaction of the fans. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
And
just
critics.
Yeah, just overall.
Critics are fans.
Overall,
Yeah.
a totally tepid response.
Some are.
Yeah.
Some are.
These critics in this
Yeah.
room.
It's like I'd say like 90% of movie critics are
The
real
only
fans.
thing that I could look